Alabama wins the college football championship. The Brooklyn Nets get their third superstar. And 16 players got COVID in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets got James Harden. Roll Tide. You already know what time it is. 52 points. Man, 2021 already crazy. What's going on, everybody? Shoot 'em Miss TV, your main man Bernard Respers Jr. here to come with 1, 2, 3 things that I want to talk to you about. Stay in tune. It's Shoot 'em Miss TV. Let me talk about the college football national championship game, man. It was a rout all the way through. Alabama wins 52-24. They faced Ohio State. Ohio State gave it their best shot. Justin Fields. Ohio State's Justin Fields went 17-33. He had 194 yards and 1 touchdown. He was trying to do his thing. MT had 16 carries for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns. They tried to contribute as much as they could. Wasn't enough. Alabama's Mac Jones, 464 yards, 5 touchdowns. Now that main man Heisman Trophy winner, the one I told you was extra electric. I mean, everybody know this now. 12 receptions, 215 yards. He had an average per catch for 17.9, and he had 3 TDs, man. He hurt his hand. If he would have stayed in the second half, we would be talking about him holding record books in the national championship game. But it's good. Guy got perfect timing. Alabama came through, showed everybody, no matter if you cheat to get in or if you win to get in, they're gonna take the crown. Nick Saban, 7th college football championship, making him the Don of college football. Alabama been good since me and you been going to school. Roll Tide, roll Tide. Roll Tide. Let's go. Now let's get to that spicy stuff. You understand me? The Brooklyn Nets got James Harden. The Brooklyn Nets got James Harden. Okay? The Brooklyn Nets got James Harden. I ain't gonna say nothing else. It was a 4-team trade. 4-team trade with the Indiana Pacers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Houston Rockets, Brooklyn Nets. The Houston Rockets get Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, and my main man from Brooklyn, Kunux. I think that's how you spell it. 3 first-round picks, and then they get to swap the picks. I think it's from 2022, 2023, 2026. They get to swap the picks with Brooklyn. So Brooklyn had all those picks. Now they are Houston, which is good for Houston because they gave away all them picks for Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean not for Chris Paul, for Russell Westbrook. That put Houston, to me, in a better spot. If you know what I'm saying, in college right now, or you know you're gonna be a top prospect, look for Houston, because that's probably where you're going. Let me talk about the other part of the trade. Now the Pacers got Karis LeVert in the 2nd-round pick. I'm gonna go back to that. And the Cavs got Jared Allen and Taurean Prince. Now the Cavs, I think the Cavs think that they can make a playoff run. With Markelle Fultz out of Orlando, that leave a little gap, for that 6 to 8. I really feel like the Cleveland Cavaliers really feel like they gonna make a move. I don't know how, but they just got better defensively on 2 stages of the court. You know what I'm saying? On the wing and in the block. You know what I'm saying? They already good as far as point guard wise, as far as guard wise, with Colin Sexton. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, they got Andre Drummond, you know what I'm saying, Larry Nance Jr. Like, Larry Nance Jr. been in Cleveland for a long time. Let's talk about Indiana, because, man, listen, Indiana gonna be nice. Because now they got somebody to match Sabonis. Don't nobody respect the Indiana Pacers. Don't nobody really respect Sabonis. Sabonis is a beast. Everybody used to think, you know what I'm saying, Miles Turner, da-da-da-da. Miles Turner ain't nothing. Domantas Sabonis is by far one of the best big man Europeans that we done seen since probably his dad. So now you get Caris LeVert, who dropped 43 last week. I mean, instant offense. You still got Malcolm Brogdon, and you still got TJ Warren. Y'all good offensively. You just got to get you a bench now. They got a pretty solid bench. But Indiana, you know what I'm saying, that made Indiana even more. Shout out to Caris. When he healthy, he one of the most dynamic guards in the NBA. Period. Let's get back to the Brooklyn Nets now. They only got James Harden. But look, they didn't. The only key people that Brooklyn gave up that I wish that they wouldn't have was Jared Allen. Now, Caris LeVert, let's be real. We already know he was gonna get traded. Something. He too good. He too good to be coming off the bench. He's going to some place where he can start. He's probably gonna be the second option. Like, they gonna try to do Kobe and Shaq down there up in Indiana. Brooklyn kept all they shooting, man. Shaman, everybody, Landry Shaman is gonna come out of this slump, man. Joe Harris been balling. You know what I'm saying? DeAndre Jordan gotta pick it up. I really feel like this gonna expose DeAndre. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about this COVID situation, man. 15 players in the NBA got COVID. And now, if it's family, I can see that. But if I'm making this much amount of money, and I know what I'm bringing to the table, I know I'm trying to be an example, a pillar in the community and all this stuff, I'm not going to disrespect what my job is telling me just because I can. James Harden and Kyrie Irving, ironically, both on the Brooklyn Nets now. James Harden just totally I don't want to be on this team. I'm doing everything that I can to make sure I'm off this team. Now, I bet you when he go to Brooklyn, gonna be the coolest cat, you know what I'm saying? Because Kyrie, I don't understand. Especially when it's your family, bro. When it's fam, bro, you could have anybody come to where you at, and it's like 5, 6 y'all turn a woo. See, I never understood why people gotta have a whole bunch of people to celebrate. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, especially in the times that we in, you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know, the league says, and I quote, anyone who has returned a confirmed positive test or has been identified as having been in close contact to an infected person is isolated until league and team officials approve of a clean test. Thank you for watching Shoot or Miss TV, man. It's Bernard Respis Jr. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the comments. Please make sure you check out these ladies' videos, and also hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you feel like. Let's talk about it. Man, it's Shoot or Miss TV. We out.